watch along the last one.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go. Back again on the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, Ishan, I did watch the watch along, a little bit of it in the front. It looked very good. You did a fantastic job. You're going to have to do it again for the Club World
I
Cup.
thought you were gonna hit the intro music, but I was waiting for that.
Maybe I'll hit the intro music now. I'm so out of it. We are going to do everything in reverse. Let's play the intro music right now.
All right, all right, all right. Here we go back again on the other side of the coin.
Everything is running in reverse, ladies and gentlemen. It is strange times that we're living in. It's what is it now? 11:31 in Dubai, where I'm at, and I just literally came back from being outside the whole day. I was in Dubai Eye, which is similar to London Eye, but times 10. If you can imagine, the size of it is like huge. And then after that, went for a cruise, and we just came back now. And I had to do this. I've got to do this. Tomorrow is game time. Myself and Jonathan will travel together to Abu Dhabi, and we will watch the game live. We'll bring you live footage of the stadium. It will be an unbelievable experience. I kid you not. Ishan will be driving the channel from here, and then we'll be obviously live from the stadium. You guys are going to love it. But before we get into all of that, my man Ishan, honestly, you've been doing a magnificent job with the watch-alongs. I watched the first few bits. You were killing it, and the live chat was giving you a lot of love as well. How you doing, bro?
Nah, I'm doing good, first of all, and we're so happy to see you there. With your family, enjoying time, and also trying to represent one of our fan base, being a part of our fan base there in Abu Dhabi. So, man, yeah, having the time of my life, and it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to be on your show. To be the host, to be the captain on your show, and yeah, man, it just awesome. Learning a lot, man.
No, 100%. I don't know what's going on here. Ishan, do you know what's... it's mind-blowing. The animal abuse that starts
Yeah.
for West Ham. There's a lot of news about Kurt Zouma. I've literally... I don't know what is going on. I've just kept a little
Yeah.
bit of touch of what Chelsea's doing. Chelsea's... from Chelsea's front. Ishan, what's going on with Kurt Zouma? What's this animal abuse stuff?
So apparently a video got viral where it was a footage from Kurt Zouma's home, that it was found that Kurt Zouma was, he apparently has a pet cat, and he was abusing that cat by kicking that cat on the floor, and also slapping the cat and running after the cat, throwing things at the cat,
What?
and yeah, making fun of that cat. So
Kurt
Kurt
Zouma?
Zouma was, yeah, Kurt Zouma. Kurt Zouma was literally doing that, and maybe his brother was recording, and his brother brother was just laughing at the whole time, and Kurt Zouma
What were
also
they
was
doing?
laughing,
Slapping the cat? Slapping the cat?
kicking the cat, man, just taking the cat and throwing in the midair, and then just kicking, kicking on the floor, and whenever the cat comes in front, slapping the cat and then throwing things at the cat. So
Why?
I don't know. And after that, there was lots of backlash from the fans, and he apparently there was about to, he was about to, the whole case was about to get investigated apparently, but he came out on public and apologized. So the case did not went through. But yeah, the video is viral, and people are
So,
not
so,
liking it
so it
anymore.
all happened in one day. So he did the
Yeah.
video was viral, and then he also said sorry on the same day.
Yeah, so the video was viral, and people, had brought a huge backlash to him, and people were revolting a lot, and there apparently there was about to be case as well, investigations as well, but he came out in the public and maybe apologized it, and that's why the investigation was halted, or else even now the people are mad, and I think so they should be.
Bro, what's wrong with these footballers, man? What's
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
them? Like, have they
And
not
it
got
was
like
not
some sort of...
necessary, man, Miz. I mean, I really don't know why would you do like that.
I
It
thought Kurt
seemed like,
Zouma was sensible. Like Kurt Zouma seemed like a sensible person.
no, Miz, it did not seem like a violent atmosphere. You know what I mean? They were just making fun, and you're not supposed to make fun like that. The animals are not your
But
punching bags.
how
You
you
know what I
kicking a
mean?
cat? How you kicking a cat? How's that?
Yeah,
they like kicking it real hard? Like were they
very hard, like just spanking
what?
it, man, and smashing it, slapping it in the face, and throwing things at the face, running up, and it was just all for the fun. You know what I mean? It was not a violent act, like the mood was hot, or he was angry or something. No,
It
just
was
for
like
making
amusement.
fun.
It was like amusement.
Yeah, it was like amusement, like making fun. And what is your cat a punching bag? Is your cat there for
Oh,
entertaining you, getting
these
getting
people are
smacked?
strange, man. These people. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This is why I don't idolize footballers, man. I really don't. I mean, you have the Mason Greenwood stuff, and Mason Greenwood's probably going to get away with it. It seems like he's out on bail. Now you have the Kurt Zouma stuff. There's always been stuff with all these footballers. I'm just, you know what, like I don't have much to say. Like from what I've just heard from Ishan, honestly, it just sounds like, does this guy have some sort of a mental issue or something? Like, how is that amusement? Kicking a cat around? Anyway,
Yeah,
anyway.
look, I think so here, Ankit from Almighty Blues, he's right. But the exact thing here is, even it's for amusement, it's the cat there for, taking your punches and kicks just for a few laughs. It's not
And
that, right?
also, Ankit is right. Like, why are you recording it? What's with
Yeah.
that? Why?
Why even recording it? And I think so it was posted on TikTok, if I'm not wrong. Was it posted either on TikTok or I don't know, maybe Snapchat?
It's
I'm not sure.
ridiculous, bro. It's
But
ridiculous. Anyway,
it got viral. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm really going to talk about that because I have not seen the video and it sounds like this is another one of those stupid idiot cases from a footballer. Now I understand the backlash. Why is he starting? He should not be starting. It's just, anyway, whatever it is. We're going to talk about Club World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Bat Night 29, thank you so much for joining. Miz, how are you liking it over there, man? I am absolutely loving it, especially the time with the family. Mum, dad, mum and dad are here. My in-laws are here as well. Obviously, my wife and my son. Yesterday, I got to meet Jonathan and his family. So it's buzzing, and I've already got a lot of family in Abu Dhabi as well. So it's been fantastic. You guys have seen the vlogs as well. It's been amazing. Tomorrow, obviously, the match. You'll get the match day vlog. So it's been fantastic, no doubt about that. Brahim, thank you so much for joining, my man. Salam, brother Miz. You are the best man. I love you, man. Thank you so much. Much respect, Miz. Shubhajoy T, Roy, my man. Miz, Abu Dhabi settings, absolutely. Who else we got? We got Joseph here. Hey guys, greetings. Where I can watch the match tomorrow? Where can I watch the match tomorrow? Ishan, where can the fans watch the match tomorrow?
It's easy, guys. YouTube.com/FIFA FIFA. That's it. FIFA's
There you go.
official channel and YouTube. That's it.
And if you can't watch it, get the watch along right here in this channel. Ishan's going to be running it. I'll be here pre-match, halftime, hopefully, and obviously post-match. Then there'll be the review as well. Well, I'll probably do, whether it's a live straight from the stadium, probably not. Maybe it'll be a pre-recording with Jonathan, and then you'll get the match vlog as well. So you'll get all of the match stuff here. But if you want to watch it live, as Ishan's already mentioned, you can watch it from there. Alteza, good to see you. Hello, Miz. Hello, Ishan. Good to see you guys. Blessings upon blessings. We need to end tomorrow's game in the first half. We couldn't even end Plymouth Argyle in 90 minutes. So asking for half time, man, that's asking for a lot of stuff. SB Tyree, salam, Miz. Walaikum assalam, brother. It is so good to see you out there with your beautiful family, man. All the best. Much love to you as well. Abdul Razak, good to see you. Thus, we shouldn't idolize the footballers, guys. We only know them on the pitch. Exactly. I don't. I seriously don't. I like few players, but I'm not gonna idolize them. That's just the way it is. Money, good to see you as well. Mohammed Uzair, big up Miz. Hope you have a great time watching Chelsea in preseason and hopefully win another trophy. Preseason? Oh, sorry. In person. Yes. Absolutely right. BBC in England stream for free. There you go. A lot of people are throwing in the information that it is streaming for free. Give me 1 second while I just do that. Okay, who else we got? Farid, thank you for joining. We've got Fayaz, Fardin, Miz getting the suntan. Yeah, I mean, I'm brown, so I'm not really sure if I can get any of the suntan. Advaitia, Miz, I'm sorry. Look, you don't need to be sorry, man. Just, there's no need to always go after me. That's all I say. You can have a different opinion, which is fine. I just get annoyed when people go after me unnecessarily for footballing opinions. CFC NYG, thank you so much for joining my man. Hi, me excited for the match. Shame the attack decides if we win this. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's talk about this, Ishan. We're in February, bro, and this attack of ours is pretty funny. It doesn't get the job done. We've got a article out by Matt Law talking about Romelu Lukaku, and Roman Abramovich apparently will back Thomas Tuchel before he backs Romelu Lukaku, which is fantastic news. Great news. This is exactly what we want to know. But he also will have a very keen focus on Romelu Lukaku in this Club World Cup match. I mean, is Romelu Lukaku's position in serious sort of matter at the moment? Like, is he in big trouble right now?
It should be. It should be. And if this is the true story or true journalism, if I call that, I'll be very, very happy. But the thing here is, we all know the fact that the price tag is so high that it's difficult to actually judge at the moment. That do you can you really say the fact that Romelu Lukaku's position is in danger, because we know the fact that this is just his first season after such a big money signing, and it's not easy, man. We've broken our banks, right, for this guy, and after whatever he's done, he's not improving the squad, definitely. But if somehow, somewhere, somewhat down the line, the management, the owner decides that, listen, the manager, Thomas Tuchel, is way more important, and around him the whole squad is going to be structured, then I think so that's a very, very, very big plus point for us, because that's what we want. That's what we want as Chelsea fans. Because you look at Man City, you look at Liverpool. These two teams are not just in the Premier League, probably the two best teams in the world currently, and how they've structured themselves by having one manager who is the commander in chief of the whole squad, and the whole system is structured around that personnel, and that's what we want in Chelsea Football Club. If you want that longevity, and once Thomas Tuchel now has proved that he can do that, so why not structure the whole team accordingly? But yeah, when it comes to Romelu Lukaku, man, definitely there has to be something done, because not just the price tag, but also it's not working, and he's not putting in the efforts, and that's clearly visible. Listen, we don't want goals every match, but at least show the passion, at least show the intent, at least show that you want
A lot
to.
of people, Ishan was laughing in the last match against Plymouth, where previously against Man City, he was tying the shoelaces. He tied the shoelaces more often than he actually took a shot. In this match against Plymouth Argyle, there was a lot of thumbs up, more thumbs up than shots. I mean, what's going on with this guy, man? As you said, there's no effort. Why isn't there effort? I get you've screwed up with the interview. You did what you had to do. Why can't he seem to move on? It seems like he's given up, like he doesn't want to try. I mean, I don't understand. He gets paid well to be at Chelsea. At least have the decency to play well, or put effort. At least put your effort with the money you're getting paid, right?
Exactly, man. That's what means that human being does not want to be here. As simple as that. That's what I can infer from that. Fine, people might say that there are fans from the other clubs. They would say that we're not playing Lukaku to his strength. Why not? You better bow down and play to our strengths. You know what I mean?
I thought he was multifaceted, multidimensional. Do you know what I mean? Like, what
multifaceted,
happened to
multidimensional. He's a hybrid, kind of a striker. Can fit
more
into
like
any
a
systems.
more like a multi-chutia?
100%. This guy cannot even tie his shoelace nicely. What are you talking about him being multifaceted? He is. He's been shambolic, right from the day we all saw his interview, and after he's started apologizing, everything is going down. And it's, even if it's not about that interview, even if I forget that interview for a moment, his performance has just dropped gargantually.
Mm,
You just
mm.
can you just cannot have any sort of confidence in this man, and I'm really surprised how still some people come up and have that confidence in this guy, or start defending him when some sort of slack is given to this guy.
Bro, some
I
people
really
are
don't
still
understand.
they still want us to be patient. Some people are still saying, "Nah, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. He's going to come around." I mean, are you still willing to be patient, Ishan, or for you, you've seen enough and probably moving on in the summer?
Now, I've had enough the day we all lost respect for this guy, you know. But the only thing which hurts me, and now it hurts me, it does not disappoint me. It hurts me the fact that we've paid so much for this guy. You know what I mean? And now like like I said earlier, we're in handcuffs now. This man has put us in handcuffs now. It's
Mm,
such a big money signing, and he's not performing. On top of that, the whole scrap up that you have done earlier in the month of December is just unforgivable, man. I really don't know how can I get over it. You had multiple chances. You're having multiple chances.
yeah,
uh,
probably undeserved.
Injusticely,
Probably undeserved. Yeah,
undeserved injustice to a lot of players. Still, you're getting a lot of chances, but still, you're not showing up,
mm,
and definitely that this becomes a kind of a virus, and we've talked about this, that
yeah,
this is disrupting the other team members as well. Like, there's a reason why Pulisic is not happy. It resembles to Lukaku. There's a
yeah,
reason why Werner, Havertz, these guys are not happy. Ziyech might not be happy. He might be at the top of his form, but still he might not be happy. This might be the reason, because there's a guy who's not willing to play for this club, who wants to go back to somewhere else, to his ex club, and still getting chances after chance. And you know what the worst part is, and that which I really don't understand at this point of time, that this guy does not even get substituted
mm,
after even the whole game. Plymouth Argyle, this man played 120 freaking minutes. How is that freaking
wow.
possible? I did not understand that. And guys, with me in the watch along also, would vouch on that. This guy was the worst player on the pitch for the whole. He should have been substituted in 45th minute. At the halftime, I was saying that, man, get this guy off.
I
If
mean,
there
Ishan,
was
this is Plymouth Argyle. Like Plymouth Argyle.
there were even for Plymouth Argyle at Stamford Bridge, if I had to point out two players who were absolutely crap, it was Lukaku, number one, and then Hudson Odoi. Hudson Odoi got substituted around 65th minute, if I'm not wrong.
Mm,
But
mm.
Lukaku played 120 freaking minutes. And I was like, how is that possible? That
Yeah,
that
that's
that is
insane.
that's some criminal act. He's been the worst player on the pitch, worse than Hudson Odoi.
Ishan, let's talk about this. Do you think Thomas Tuchel is stuck in a position where he's thinking, one, he's the 100 million investment for Roman and this football club, and it's very difficult to bench him and sub him off. Two, is he also thinking if he takes him off, it's not like Timo Werner and Kai Havertz are doing really well either. So is he in a situation where he's like, I don't have a forward that's putting his
Yeah.
hand up saying, I deserve to start. I'm playing really well. He's in the mud at the moment, Thomas Tuchel, because none of the strikers are good enough. And Lukaku is probably thinking in his head, what, you're going to bench me for Timo Werner and Kai Havertz? They're not good either. Like, we're in a very strange situation where none of the, I mean, look, Kai Havertz can be half decent, no doubts about that. And
Yeah.
theoretically, you'd think that, yes, as a false nine, he should work. But
Yeah.
it's not like Kai Havertz bangs. He's been banging in the goal. I didn't watch the Plymouth Argyle match. You watched it, but I saw a
Yeah.
lot of the people from social media said that even Kai Havertz, when he came off the bench, he didn't look that great. Is
Yeah.
that true?
It is true, and this is a very very good angle that you brought into the table. That Thomas Tuchel might not even have any options, to replace Lukaku. So
Yeah.
it's more like for that number nine position that he's playing currently, Thomas Tuchel has only two options: Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. If just talking about the list of players that we have, if you replace Lukaku, only Kai Havertz and Timo Werner can be fit in. Timo Werner, I think so. It's not now Thomas Tuchel and the whole management may be starting to realize that this guy's got a lot of deficiencies and
It's
might
just not
not
good enough.
actually,
He's not
yeah,
good enough.
is
Yeah.
simply not good enough, and might not bring anything good to the table. That's why he's not getting so much game time. And Kai Havertz, again, maybe you can say that he's Thomas Tuchel is trying to slowly and steadily bring him to his 100% match fitness and that continuity of gameplay. You can say that, but again, there's no one now. Miss, the thing here is, if you bench 100 million player, yeah,
Mm.
and if you play the likes of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner, again, who goes ahead and then puts up, let's say 1 out of 10 performance, 2 out of 10 performance, what's the use? Then there will be more fingers being pointed out. Thomas Tuchel said that you could have played your 100 million striker, you're benching a 100 million striker, and you're playing these guys who are,
Mm.
in return doing nothing for you. So why not just play a 100 million striker? You know what I mean? So it's
Exactly.
like more of a dilemma, and I think so. You've pointed out that very much rightly. So one angle of this whole Lukaku being overplayed situation, you can say that one angle might be that 100 million price tag pressure from the board.
Yeah.
Might be, you never know. And
That's one
second thing,
angle. And then
yeah,
there's
that's
another
one
angle
angle.
as
And
well.
the second angle is that what you said is that we don't have that much options in the bench. I mean, that much effective options in the bench. You know what I mean? If you, yeah,
You're right. An effective option and more like someone who's going to make an impact. And I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. You look at when Pep Guardiola benches Grealish,
yeah,
anyone that comes from the bench puts on an amazing performance. Mahrez comes in, puts on a good performance. Sometimes
exactly,
Foden comes in, puts on a good
100%,
performance. Sometimes Bernardo Silva, whoever else, Sterling.
100%,
Anyone gets dropped, Man City has players that are gonna, make an immense impact.
yeah,
We, on the other hand, we want some players to be benched, but it's not like the players that are in the bench are doing that well anyway. Like, we've
yeah,
got an issue. Do you know what I mean? And I think what Thomas Tuchel's trying to, if you've noticed recently, Ishan, Thomas
yeah,
Tuchel's trying to go with Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, and Romelu Lukaku. Those four
yeah,
have been starting regularly now. I think
regularly,
he's trying to create that. Okay, you four start and try and
yeah,
get some chemistry.
yeah,
But how long do we prolong that for? I don't know. I mean, Ishan, for Club World Cup against Al Hilal, let's now move into that direction.
yeah,
Do you look? I was there on that day when Al Hilal played Al Jazeera. I didn't watch the game, but I was seeing the stadium getting packed. The crowd was
yeah,
coming in. There's a
yeah,
lot of supporters for Al Hilal. Al Hilal, I think, is a Saudi-based team. There's a lot of Saudi Arabians here in UAE. Not
yeah,
just they come here for work purpose or holiday purpose, but for Club World Cup. I mean, the thing about the Middle Eastern countries, they can move within Middle East very easily with their passport. So it's not like they need visa. It's much like in Europe. Do you know what I mean? You can enter
yeah,
different countries if you're an European passport. So there'll be a lot of Saudi fans in the stadium. In fact, a lot more than Chelsea fans.
yeah,
And Al Hilal, they're a strong outfit. They smashed Al Jazeera, who's a local team. Al Jazeera is the local team here in UAE,
yeah,
and they smashed them 6-1. I'm not saying Al Hilal is favorites. They're not favorites. Chelsea by
yeah,
far is the favorites, but they've got players like Mateus Pereira, who's done a madness against us, West Bromwich Albion, if we remember. Mateus
yeah.
Pereira has done a madness. They've got
Igalo,
Ogalo. They've got Marega from that Porto
Pablo Marega, yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We cannot be taking them as a Mickey Mouse team, Ishan. So,
yeah.
firstly, how serious do we need to be in this game? And secondly, do you just say to yourself, you know what? I'm not starting Lukaku. I'm going with Kai Havertz or I'm going with Timo Werner and see what happens. I mean, what's your thoughts on both those situations?
Now, first, let me answer the Lukaku situation and close this thing first. When the lineup came for the Plymouth game, I was baffled. I was shocked. I was shocked to the core. Because why? This was a FA Cup game and a very initial run game. So I thought that why not? We know the fact that Kai Havertz and Timo Werner, especially these two guys, have not been getting the game time that they might deserve a little bit. Why not
Exactly.
play these
Yeah.
guys? Why not at least start this guy for these two guys for this game, and then maybe you can go ahead with Lukaku in the Club World Cup games and then the upcoming Premier League games. But no, Lukaku started this game
Yeah.
against Plymouth, played the whole 120 minute till the 120th minute, and he was the worst player on the pitch for the whole 120 minute, if you could count that. So
Mm.
being the worst player, and it's like this performance, this level of performance that Lukaku's displaying, it's not just for this game, it has been for the past few games now.
Yeah.
And you cannot neglect that as a Chelsea fan, when you know the fact that this player, your proper prime number nine, £100 million, is not playing well. You know he's not playing well. Let's not beat around the bush and
Yeah.
pretend to be something else. So even after that, you're not substituting that guy. At least substitute that guy. But no, Kai Havertz came on, Timo Werner came on, fine. But I was actually very much shocked that they did not start. Now coming this game, Miss, from now, if you'd ask me any game to give my prediction, I would want Kai Havertz or a Timo Werner to start
Yeah.
ahead of Lukaku any day of the week. I don't want to see Lukaku because he's uh, not just because of what has been done on the on the background, but the
Mm-hmm.
performance is not good enough. And
Yeah.
I just cannot get ahead of that. And if Kai Havertz, if Lukaku is giving me nothing, at least Kai Havertz, without giving me nothing, at least he's trying to develop and trying to become a better player than what he
Mm.
actually is. Lukaku, just the intent is not there, the passion is not there. He doesn't want to be here. So what's the
Mm.
point? Just I'll be baffled again if I see this guy starting. Although I know the fact that he's going to start again, because if this guy started against Plymouth and in
He's
an FA
definitely
Cup
starting
initial
against Al
round,
Hilal.
right, and in the semi-finals, finals as well. So I won't be surprised. But then, yeah, first of all, I wouldn't want it, but I know he's gonna start it. So regardless, coming back to the second part of your question, man, this both these games needs to be played like a, like a Champions League game.
We
You
need
know
to
what
be
I mean?
serious, bro. If we're not
We need to
serious, we're
be
gonna get done.
we need to be 100% serious. I really don't know how still some fans come out and say it's just a Club World Cup, the other trophies are more important than this. Come on, try to realize the fact
Wow,
that just to
wow.
reach.
Really, some people are actually saying that.
Yeah, there was one guy, I think so, in I don't know, maybe in the last stream in the watch along, said that
Mm-hmm.
there are other trophies which are more important than Club World Cup. Nobody gives a damn about this competition.
We've never won the Club World Cup. Like, do people understand how difficult it is to get to Club World Cup? You have to win the
Exactly.
Champions League.
Exactly. Yeah, forget about winning this shit. Even to just to participate in this competition, you'll have to freaking win the Champions League, or else you're not
Exactly.
even getting the ticket to that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been there in Abu Dhabi with your family enjoying if we wouldn't
No.
have won the Champions League.
Exactly.
We had to win
Exactly.
the Champions League, and then we got to reach the Club World Cup, and that's how big this competition is. People don't realize that, so it is what it is. But listen, for me, it should be played like a Champions League semi-finals and finals. End of debate. This is a very very important game, and the worst part is the opponents that we're gonna play. We don't know how they're gonna come up. These two
Mm-hmm.
opponents, we've not scouted them much because definitely they are from other continents. They play from other continents, other leagues, different styles of playing. So we really don't know how they're gonna come up and how they're gonna show up in what day with what tactics. So definitely we'll need to have our guards up. We cannot be complacent. There has to be no room for negligency, and we'll have to have our guards up and you know beat anybody and everybody, give 100% on the day.
No, 100%. And I'm going to get to the super chat very soon. I've spoken to a few of the locals here that watch the Asian League, Al Hilal, obviously in Saudi Arabia, but they participate in the Asian Champions League. A lot of the locals here, obviously, they believe Chelsea are the clear favorites, but they're saying don't take Al Hilal lightly. They're not a Mickey Mouse team. They are a very, very good outfit. Look, if we are struggling to beat Plymouth Argyle, who's in League One, and they've taken us to 120 minutes with a very decent team that we've put out. Al Hilal, they
Yeah.
they dominate around the Asian areas. So, they've got a nice way of playing football. They play quite attacking style. They're not going to be parking the bus and one. I don't know. I don't know what to expect for the match tomorrow. We'll see. But if Chelsea go in there thinking they're just going to walk in and just blow away Al Hilal, we need to be careful because Al Hilal they've got certain players that they can rely on. Musa Mohammed, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm tired of people saying he's not getting service. Are you kidding me? He's 100 million striker. He should be should be the one making the difference. Look, I'm over this whole situation that he doesn't get any service because I've seen enough service in that Plymouth Argyle match where he's screwed up massively. So yeah, enough with he doesn't get service. I mean, what else do you want? Like, do you want him to have a open goal where there's no goalkeeper and then the ball comes into his plate and he taps it in? You know, this is Chelsea Football Club, man. You're going to come up against teams that are going to defend really well because they don't have what it takes to go at us. So yeah, Lukaku needs to do a lot better. I'm running out of patience. We're in February. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the season. So he better pattern up very, very soon. 125 of you guys are live right now. Let's smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to well over 100. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. I'm just sitting down. Just behind me, you have the Burj Al Khalifa, which is the longest building. I can't get the whole thing. But yeah, I'm in the Burj Khalifa residence where it's quite incredible.
That thing is not gonna fit in the frame.
Wait. Let me just show you guys. See,
Look at that city of lights.
yeah, that's all the that's the fountain area right in front of Burj Khalifa. So I'm just basically across it. So yeah, it's a lovely place that I'm at. Sir Daddy, yo, good to see you, Sir Daddy. Jonathan Jitro, really good
Miss,
to see you.
just to let you know, in my last watch along, which was my first watch along in my house, Sir Daddy was the only one with a super chat. So big up, Sir Daddy.
Big up, Sir Daddy, for the support. Thank you so much. Victor, love that, Miz. Thank you so much, my man. Joseph, please, what time is the match tomorrow? Chatting from Europe, Italy. So it's UAE time, 8:30 p.m. and UAE is 4 hours in front of London. So if it's 8:30, so it'll be 4:30 p.m. UK, London time. So whatever it is, Italy, I don't know if it's 1 hour, maybe 5:30 for you guys. Just check it out, man. You can Google that kind of stuff. Shubhajyoti is saying, forgot to tell you, Ms. Junior is super cute. Thank you so much, man. He's super cute, but he's super naughty. Man. He's super naughty, man. He's not easy. Mohammed Uzair, I know that building from Mission Impossible 4. Yeah, you know what? Yesterday we were out with Jonathan. We were having dinner, and in the background they were playing the Mission Impossible music. So I was like, hey, that's Mission Impossible. And then a lot of people were saying, yeah, because, the Mission Impossible was recorded here as well. I believe Fast and Furious as well, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe Fast and Furious as well. Okay, Ishan, let's now talk about a few other parts of this particular match. Some team information. A lot of people are saying maybe Mason Mount might not be fit in the press conference hour. Oh, by the way, big news. Thomas Tuchel obviously not not traveled with the team. He's tested positive. Let's talk a little bit about that before we talk about Mason Mount and whatnot. Ishan, I feel not having Thomas Tuchel is a bit of a problem, man. I know we've got our assistant coaches there and whatnot.
Yeah.
But Thomas Tuchel has the ability to see if there's anything wrong and he can change things up, and his presence sometimes is the X factor. I don't know how comfortable I feel not having him around. I'm sure he's going to be in the walkie-talkie somewhere in the stadium. I'm pretty certain about that. But
yeah,
it's pretty much you're relying on the players tomorrow. I'm not really sure how much the assistant coaches are going to be able to change matches, in terms of the momentum or whatnot. Hopefully we don't need to. But are you a bit worried that there's not going to be any Thomas Tuchel in the sidelines?
Yeah, man, I was worried even in the Plymouth game, and I knew that this would make some sort of difference, and I was proved right. The team looked lackluster. I mean, Plymouth were looking very much dominating, and we had a lot of chances, but we were not clinical enough. And that game, it felt like we needed some sort of kind of a motivation or someone there, as a figure shouting and scolding the players to give their, increase their level of commitment in the pitch. But Thomas Tuchel wasn't there, and we know the fact that the assistant coach doesn't matter how much they try, they're not gonna scream out and shout out like Thomas Tuchel does, and
Mm.
actually have that presence of mind and that quick decision making ability like Thomas Tuchel. For everything they'll have to ask him over the phone, which is fine. Real time connection is going to be there, but then still, his presence would have helped a lot. I really hope that the team internally boosts up and gets that confidence, has that self confidence, and we really see this game through. And if that's the scene, there's also news that Thomas Tuchel would straight away fly to Abu Dhabi once he's tested negative. So that's another
Mm-hmm.
news coming up. So he's not he's getting really patienceless.
Yeah, impatient. Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
There's only one day in between. So if we hopefully win tomorrow,
yeah.
then so that's Thursday. I believe. Is that what day are we? Are we Thursday or Wednesday?
We're Wednesday.
We're Wednesday. We're Wednesday. So the game is on Thursday. Um, that means Friday and then finals. So you only get one day off in between, Ishan. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how quickly Thomas Tuchel can actually make it.
Yeah, man, but they're also saying that it's about getting that test negative. So even if they had today or tomorrow to get the test negative, he might fly straight away here to Abu Dhabi. So we will have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, but you're right, man. Having Thomas Tuchel on the sidelines would really boost the morale. If not, then the players and especially uh, the experienced players, especially the captain, Aspi, and the other experienced players will have to take the charge and lift the boost the whole team spirit. You know what I
No,
mean?
you're right. A lot of people are saying games on Wednesday. You're absolutely right. I've lost track of all days. I just realized today is Tuesday. Well, for me, it's now Wednesday. So the game is on Wednesday. And then if we make it to the final, hopefully we do, Thursday, Friday off, and then Saturday. So hopefully, as Ishan said, Thomas Tuchel can test negative, and then hopefully he can come over for the final. And that is considering we make the final. Toby Audu, what do you guys think about Cho starting ahead of Pulisic? Pulisic definitely a better finisher. This is difficult, man. This is so difficult. Callum has been so underwhelming. He really has been the whole season. As much as I want to back this particular player because I feel like he looks for more passes, he looks for more of an assist as opposed to Pulisic. Pulisic is so dribble based, but the issue with Pulisic is he dribbles with his head down. He looks down. He doesn't look up to see those passes. If Pulisic dribbled and also looked up for passes, he would be a fantastic player. But Pulisic, for some reason, he just dribbles, and then he dribbles into players. Whereas Callum doesn't take enough risk to dribble. When he does dribble, at least he looks for a key pass. Callum's shooting is awful. Pulisic is not like it's insanely great. Look, they're both not good enough. That's the issue. They've both just been underwhelming. Are we in a position where we should give Pulisic some opportunity? Maybe we are. But Thomas Tuchel seems to favor Callum Hudson-Odoi. I mean, there's a reason, if you think deep, there's a reason why we're linked with Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is direct. He dribbles. He looks for passes. He's got good shooting technique.
Yeah.
If there's any player that's similar in style to Ousmane Dembele, you would probably say Callum as opposed to Pulisic. I personally think. Right now, we're in a bit of a mess. I mean, Ishan, Callum, Pulisic, it doesn't matter who it is. Both of them are not good. I mean, are you in a situation where you would try Pulisic a lot more?
Yeah, I think so. This is the good time to bring out Pulisic and give him some chance. In the past few games, we've seen Hudson-Odoi get the chance relentlessly, and we've seen him not bring out the best in himself. Like I said, the past few games, Hudson-Odoi have been totally underwhelming, and especially in the Plymouth game, these games, man, he should have creamed it. But even against low level sides, he tries to dribble and then ends up with a back pass. He's totally transformed himself into a 1v1 back passer from a 1v1 mode.
1v1 back pass.
Yeah, and I just cannot stop calling him with that, because every time he does that, he lost pace immensely, miss. And I've seen that in the last game against Plymouth. He had a chance to run. It was an open left flank where he could just accelerate it and into the edge of the box, and then he could have given a minus pass and maybe a chance created. But man, he lost pace a lot. It seemed like he does not even want to run with the ball. You know what I mean? He's lost pace a lot, or maybe he does not. He was not in the mood. Whatever it is, it seemed like he was not on the game, not focused, or he's lost a lot of pace. It is what it is, but I would definitely want Pulisic to start ahead of Hudson-Odoi. Uh, Listen, like you said, I do agree. Both of them are not good enough. As simple as that. If you want to understand it in simple ways, just try understand it. They both of them are not good enough, and that's exactly the reason why we as Chelsea fans are missing the likes of Eden Hazard. We as Chelsea fans are trying to want the likes of Ousmane Dembele, who's also
Oh,
another.
players
Uh,
like Willian and Pedro are getting missed now. Like, can you
yeah,
imagine?
yeah. Literally, there are guys coming up in the live chat during the watch along and wanting and crying and missing the likes of Willian and Pedro. Listen, come on, that's where we've landed ourselves. Just accept the fact that these guys, the likes of Hudson Odoi, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, maybe till a lot of extent, have not been good enough. There
Mm.
are deficiencies in these guys, and yes, there are some games here and there, few games here and there they play well, but there's no consistency there, and they've not impacted the team that much for a longer term. That's why we're starting to miss the likes of Eden Hazard, and we want Eden Hazard back. We knowing the fact that he's broken down now, still we want
Yeah.
him back. So that's the statement. But yeah, it is what it is, miss. As for the time being, we'll have to use whatever resources we have in our hand at this point of time. And now looking at Callum Hudson-Odoi, it's not working again. Maybe he's being played over the others. It's just because the combination of him and Lukaku looked like working a little bit, but to me, it's not impactful at all. If you can't bring up impact against a Plymouth Argyle at
Mm.
Stamford Bridge, I really don't know against whom you're gonna bring up impact, and it's not impressive at all. So why not bring up a Pulisic in and just try and test if things are gonna get better.
No, 100%. I like this comment from Mohamed Uzair. Although the Ziyech Pulisic combo could work, Ziyech puts in a lot of balls in the box, and Pulisic is good at making those far and near post runs. I agree with that. Pulisic at least makes those runs far and near post, and maybe
Yeah.
Ziyech's crosses. And this is something, a reason why you would want to try this. The issue is when you play Lukaku, as mentioned previously by another comment, that Pulisic doesn't really look for Lukaku often enough, whereas
Yeah.
Callum does. You need to find a balance, and which is so difficult to find right now. Mani, I need to address this. Mani, thank you so much for joining. Who are some players in world football who we can get though? Chiesa injured, Dembele will be injured. Look, I have two answers for this. One, we're not scouts, we are fans. So that's a question for scouts. They should be
Yeah.
the ones who should be ready with a list of players. I mean, look at Liverpool. They got Luis Diaz. Everyone knew how Luis Diaz, how good he was. And everyone knew if Liverpool got him, he is the perfect kind of player for him. Recently, I did a video, eight Premier League players I listed that we could potentially look at if I was the scout. And one of them was, for example, West Ham, Jared Bowen, from Leeds, Rafinha. Rafinha is a big target. I mean, if we're not in the mix of getting Rafinha, we're not serious as a football club, because Rafinha will be snapped up by someone really good very soon. Then you've got Dennis from Watford, who's also
Yeah.
Emmanuel Dennis is a very good player. That's just three that I've named. And I'm not a scout. This is just how I feel these players could probably do a lot better, because their stats are quite insane. Jared Bowen, have a look at what Jared Bowen's doing for West Ham. Jared Bowen's 25. Emmanuel Dennis, I believe, is about 24, 25 as well. Rafinha,
Yeah.
23, 24. Like, this is me. And scouts, they should be scouting all over South America, all over Asia, all over Europe. You're telling me our scouts are incapable of finding players? Man City have got themselves Julian Alvarez. No one knew about him. They've snapped him up for like about 20 million euros.
Yeah.
You think Pep's not going to turn him into a superstar? Man City barely get transfers wrong, and they are already saying he's going to be a Aguero type of player. He's absolutely killing it in River Plate. There you go. You've got the live chat saying Anthony from Ajax. You've got Victor saying Pedro Neto. Although injury situations over there.
Alan Saint Maximan, Newcastle.
And look, there's a plethora of players, man. All I can say is, if we want to be patient with our forwards, I just want to ask you all, how long? What is the time frame of being patient? How long are you willing to wait? Callum Hudson-Odoi is in his 3rd or 4th season, or God knows how many. I know there was some injuries as well, but now we're talking about serious times. Pulisic in his 3rd season. I mean, Ishan, when people say let's be patient, what is the time frame, bro? Like, what is the time frame?
And when you speak of the time frame, what is the time frame to be patient for the players, and how do you differentiate that from being patient with the managers? There has to be equality in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when you say that these players are new, they need to be adjusted, this, that, or bullshit. The manager has to be the most important guy in the whole
Bro,
squad.
the manager will lose his job if these players are not banging in goals.
Exactly, right? So why is the time frame for being patient with the player is more than the manager? Is it just because of the price tag? But why? Success becomes a good factor when we have a good manager. If you don't have a good manager, you're not gonna get success, right? So how do we differentiate that time frame between a good player and a good manager? The thing here is, it has to be the manager who commands the whole team, and it has to be the manager who decides who plays and who doesn't. At this point of time, it seems like it's not working, but we need to have patience. But if on the hindsight, if you're looking at the journalisms and the latest rumors that you're hearing about Roman Abramovich trying to protect or opting for to give more time to Thomas Tuchel and believe in Thomas Tuchel and create an ecosystem around him, that's gonna be a very, very good news, and that's how we're gonna structure our squad. But miss, another factor here is, does it actually give you the license to kick out these big money signings? Maybe not. Maybe not. Because that's always difficult, and especially in this initial years, it's going to be difficult. You're not gonna say me that just after 1 year or 2 year you're gonna kick out the likes of Lukaku, Havertz, Werner all at once.
You can't.
It's not
With
gonna happen.
Lukaku, the only way you're going to get rid of Lukaku is if you sell him for £40 million.
Yeah.
You cannot get rid of Lukaku. You will not get enough. You will have to make a huge loss. In regards to Havertz, I think Havertz is someone, I feel like, Ishan, we should give him a chance. I feel like he can do something. There's something about Havertz that I feel there is a talent that can do something. We haven't seen enough of him. That's why I would be more inclined to give him an opportunity. With Pulisic, I feel like, Ishan, I've now seen enough to say he just may not be what we need. Timo Werner is one that needs to go as well. Let's look at this super chat. Thank you so much, 88th Bus Stop. What a name for the super chat. Our most physical players came from French League: Drogba, Essien, Malouda, or have had their time in France at some point. It works for Chelsea. Yeah, look, there's a lot of players from France that we've had has done well. But then again, we've seen other French players as well not really do well recently. You got Nicolas Pepe, you got Ndombele in Spurs. But I get your point. We should look for, and this is what I'm saying, scouts need to do their job. Bottom line, scouts need to do their job. Okay, Ishan, let's get into the predicted lineup. Do you want to bring up the screen, bro?
Yeah, let me bring up the screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do the predicted lineup. Meanwhile, smash the like button, get those likes up to well over 100. And share it with all your socials out there. I believe Man United just missed a goal opportunity, or it was disallowed. Look, I don't really care about Man United. It's visible, man. It's perfect. Do you want to just enlarge it a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. It's already enlarged.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Seems like Man United might have just scored. It's 1-0. It's showing. First,
No,
first
the
one.
goal is disallowed, miss. The goal is disallowed.
Oh, is it disallowed?
Yeah.
Was it Pogba that scored?
No, it was Varane, right? It was
Yeah,
disallowed.
that
And
was
then,
disallowed, but I think now Pogba just
oh,
scored.
again, Pogba scored. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Pogba
yeah,
scored.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Look, for me, I don't really care. Man United, they're in the mud. They may make fourth. Who cares? It doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, we need to do our job. Okay, Ishan, what did we do with Plymouth? Did we play 4-1-4-1?
Yeah, actually, the formation was 4-1-4-1. But in the first half, I saw a back three. I saw a back three. Even on the ball and off the ball as well. I saw back three, and in the second half, it was like a back four. Switched to a back four when we took off, especially when we took off Christensen. It
Okay.
was straight away back four. So yeah, so it's more like we can go with a back four, but we also have to keep in mind that it might be a dynamic kind of a formation where we can switch to a back three to back four.
Okay, so what you're saying is we'll probably go with a back four, which off the ball will turn into a back five with the wingers tucking in
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set up the back four in that case, 4-1-4-1, and we will start making the team. Okay, cool. So Ishan, in goalkeeping position, there's been a lot of talks, but I think it's been confirmed that Mendy has got some time off, and well deserved, to be honest. He didn't get any break. He went straight from Premier League to AFCON, won the AFCON as well. I think in the middle he had he tested positive as well. He deserves to party. He deserves to have a bit of break.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine with that. So Kepa starts for me, which is perfect, as you've got it here. In regards to the defense, Ishan, we have to play with the strongest defense, right? Rudiger has to come back. Rudiger, I believe, didn't play against Plymouth, did he?
He did. He did.
Oh, he did. Wow,
Yeah.
man.
We
Okay.
played with our strongest squad, minus Kante.
Oh my god, I can't, that just makes me even more sick that we didn't put away Plymouth. Okay, Rudy for me. Who's starting in the middle? Is Silva now able to start, or
Yeah,
is he still?
Silva should be good to start.
Some people said that Silva is unavailable. Is that true? Can live chat confirm whether Silva is unavailable?
I think so. It's available. Everybody is available. The point is even Chalobah is available. So we shouldn't be surprised if we go back to back three.
Right. Okay.
So we'll have to keep that in mind that even Chalobah is available now.
Okay, let's keep Silva. It's an important match, so we'll keep Silva. In the right side, Ishan, who are you going with? It has to be Aspie, isn't it?
Has to be Aspie. Has to be. It's a very, very important game for him as well. If he wins this, he's gonna complete the Grand Slam titles. He's gonna be the only player in Chelsea Football Club to win every single title that is possible to win. So
That's brilliant, bro. That's brilliant. He
Good luck
deserves
to
it. He
Aspie.
deserves it as well. In the left, I heard Malang Sarr was a bit of an issue for that goal that Plymouth scored. I mean, Ishan, how was Malang
No,
Sarr against Plymouth?
it wasn't Malang Sarr, it was Lukaku and Christensen. Christensen
Right.
had a horrendous game, and Lukaku, I don't know, he was just closing his eyes, he was dreaming
Who gave
about
away the penalty? The one that Kepa saved?
Malang
Was
Sarr.
that Malang
That
Sarr?
Malang
Was that
Sarr.
Malang
Yeah,
Sarr?
that
I think that's what people were talking about. That he was a bit.
Oh, that
clumsy.
was a horrendous mistake. I thought he was done. I thought we were done, miss, because miss in that game we had 3 shots off the bar, 2 Kovacic's shot, 1 Hudson-Odoi's header off the bar, and there were three from mat saves from the Plymouth goalkeeper. Couple of them were literally fingertip saves, and I thought maybe it is one of them days where just goes into the penalties and it becomes gonna. You know what I mean? But thankfully,
we were literally centimeters away from going into penalties. Yeah.
whatever we tried, how many chances we created doesn't matter. We just did not score. Then thankfully Marcus Alonso came and scored, and then I thought that fine. But then again, in the last 117 minute, Malang Sarr does that. He literally, the opponent was standing in front of him. He literally passed it, just a short pass to him, and then just to just to recover it, he went back, and with a clumsy foul, it was a penalty. And thankfully, Kepa saved it. Or else, if that game went to penalty, I was sure that we would have lost.
I mean, Middlesbrough did Man United the day before that. I mean, who are we having on the left side then? I still would go with Saar, bro. I don't know if we would go with Alonso.
Miss, can we do one thing? Let's make a back four and then we make a back three.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, we're going with the back four now. We can do the back three after this. Yeah? All right. Are you going with Alonso, not Saar?
Yeah. Not Saar, because it's a back four and going with Alonso. Maybe in back three we can put in a Saar there. Maybe, you know what, Miss, we might not even need a Saar because Chalaba's fit, so we might consider
Perhaps you're right. Okay, we're going with Alonso. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the mud. Our board didn't help us out in January, and a lot of people, you guys will say, "Oh, but who is available?" Once again, my answer is, I'm not the scout. Ask the scout who is available. If we scouted long enough, because we knew, Ben Chilwell was injured since end of November, we had enough time. So it's not on me, but it is what it is. We've got Alonso. Alonso seems like is preferred at the moment, as per Ishan as well. Live chat, let me know. Do you keep with Saar or do you bring back Alonso? You let us know what you would like. In the middle, Ishan, I don't know. Do we go with Jorginho?
I think so. I'll go with Kante and Kova. You know what I mean? Jorginho was a bit scratchy, let's say, against Plymouth.
As in, you're playing Kante as the. Oh, okay, so Kante and Kova. Okay. So it'll be more like a double pivot. Pivot. Okay. Okay. So Kante and Kova, they'll basically they'll rotate.
It's
who's
more
going
like
to
a
be
dynamic.
It's a dynamic thing. Okay, fair enough. Mason Mount as 11, but there's some concerns that Mason Mount may not be fit.
Yeah, so you'll have to think about the alternatives, Miss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll probably have to think about Mason Mount for the final. Perhaps not this particular game. Hopefully we go through to the final. In this position, if it's not Mason Mount, who else can play that? It has to be Jorginho, Kante, and Kova, bro. It'll have to be Kante there and then Jorginho in the deep.
That's also a good shout. Or else what
I can't think of any other. Is Ruben Loftus-Cheek traveling? Is he there? Is he even part of Chelsea anymore, or have we sold him?
No, he's part of the team, but I'm not sure if he's playing. I'm not sure if he's fit to play. But what I'm saying here is, Miss, this will be more like an attacking.
A lot of people are saying Kai Havertz, Ishan.
Floating number 10. Exactly. That's where I was going as well. If you know the fact that who's gonna default feature here, unfortunately, you know that this player might be Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? So. Are you fine with
Havertz there? Yeah, put Havertz there. Yeah.
And what we do is put up a Mason Mount's name here as well.
Yeah, just in case. He could play. Yep. In the right side, it has to be Hakim Ziyech. I think he's been the standout player, Mr. Moroccan magician. He's been the standout since we changed this formation.
He's been a baller, even in the Plymouth game, Miss. I am telling you, this guy.
Apparently, he produced a lot.
He was the lone survivor. He was the, last man standing, and he was like the winner of the Royal Rumble match. This guy was taking literally balls from here and running right here. And he had literally no support except Lukaku getting surrounded by 4 players where he did not have any options, or else this guy was the standout performer in Plymouth game, and he was the only one looking like he wanted to score, or else the rest of the guys were absolutely gone case. And Azpilicueta, big up to him. What a game he had. If you had literally nobody else assisting Ziyech from here, you had Aspi actually overlapping. And he was literally, you could see the whole game, Aspi finding these sort of positions. And you would see the goal miss. It was not a set piece, nothing else. It was a free flow game. And you had Aspi, you could find Aspi in this position, and with a back flick, he scored. So that's how good Aspi was. And also Ziyech making that threat from the, from this right-hand side. So big up Ziyech, man. What a game he had.
No, 100%. This is what the socials were saying as well. I didn't watch the match, but a lot of the people in social media was bigging up Ziyech. And as Ishan saying as well, he was probably the last man standing. He was the sole creator. Mani is saying Ziyech is taking on the talisman role. I'm here for 100% here for it. Sportswise saying, Miz, a pic with Moroccan magician, please. Oh man, I would die. I would die if I can get a picture with Ziyech tomorrow. It'll be amazing. Well, today, really. I'm on Wednesday right now. So yeah, hopefully Ziyech continues on that form. He's going to be big for this particular tournament. I mean, you know what, Ishan? Just chuck in Lukaku. We know he's going to start, even though we don't want him, but he's going to start. You know he's going to start. So might as well just put him in.
Oh, that. Oh, sorry.
Lukaku. Lukaku up front, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Made a mistake again.
Lakaka.
Sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
God.
I'm having a bad time, guys. I'm sorry.
Shift is saying Ishan is the best. Somewhere is writing in Arabic, and I've got no idea what that means. I mean, I can sort of read it, but I don't know what it means. Lukaku up front. Who do we have on the left? This is the money question. Do we persist with Callum? Do we give Pulisic an opportunity?
This is my pick, and let's see what you gotta say, and let's see what the live chat gotta say.
I've got no issues with that, to be honest. Starting Pulisic against Al-Hilal. I mean, it's not like Callum has been absolutely burning it apart. Yeah, Ishan, to be honest, I don't mind this team. This is probably the best setup that we can have. I wouldn't have Lukaku. I know you wouldn't have Lukaku as well, Ishan. We would probably have Havertz up front.
Yeah, if you have Mount's not playing, you know what? I'll have a Warner here, beside Luka Havertz. So Havertz and Warner up top.
Yep. Okay. So you would then go with a 4-2-2, basically. Yeah, 4-2-2.
Yeah, even this formation you can call it as a 4-2-2-2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This formation is kind of quite hybrid, but
the 4-1-4-1 at times turns into a 4-2-2-2 anyway, and it can also turn into 4-3-3. So it's a very, very dynamic lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our lineup for the back four situation. I'm okay with it. Ishan, you're okay with that?
Yeah. Should we go for a back three or this is fine?
Let's go with the back three.
Let's just edit it here itself. So Aspi is going to be here.
Silva probably be in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Rudy on the LCB. And then bring like the Havertz here. That'll probably be Chalobah.
Maybe let me just bring here for the simplicity.
Yeah. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sacrifice a attacking player for a defender. And it's very reliant on wing-backs. And I'm not really sure if our wing-backs are good enough. I mean, actually, it's not even about being sure. I am sure that our wing-backs are not good enough. Chalobah, Silva, Rudy, yep. Aspi on the right, Alonso on the left. Then you've got Kante with Kova and Ziyech, Pulisic, Lukaku. But this formation has an issue that Ziyech doesn't end up playing his best football, and Pulisic, it doesn't really matter what sort of formation. He's not been doing that well as well. I guess this would be the lineup, right, Ishan?
Yeah, this might be another option. This might be the one.
I mean, which one gives you more comfort? This, knowing that there's three defenders, or the other one, knowing that there's an extra attacker with Havertz?
I don't know. This gives me... I really don't know. It's such a tricky question, Miss, to be very honest, because this formation does not give me any sort of confidence, because currently the best player in our squad, Ziyech, will not get the best out of himself in this formation. Yeah. When it comes to attacking wise, and when it comes to the attacking gameplay as a whole, I'm not up to any, even a bit confident on this formation. So with the back four, I have at least that much sort of confidence that I can say that yes, at least we're going to be a bit more threatening when it comes to attack. But yeah, this also can be compensated when you have when you simply just remove the likes of Alonso and put Cho here. So this, somewhat becomes that hybrid sort of formation that we're all talking about, where
Yeah.
this can quickly switch to a back four, where you're going to have Pulisic a bit more inside as a number 10. Joe will bump forward, and Rudiger and the whole this back lineup might shift in a bit here. So what we are seeing here is a back four,
It's a back
and
four. Yeah.
yes, the two double pivots doing what they do. Ziyech being here at the
Mm.
extreme, right. Joe being here at the extreme left. Pulisic and Lukaku being the two attacking front players. So this gives us a little bit more of let's say a flexibility where we can transit quickly from a back three or back four. But again, if you put in an Alonso here, this might not be the scenario. Whenever you put an Alonso here, you might see that this might not be the scenario where will this whole
He
area
just
will
won't have
get.
enough pace. He won't have enough pace
Yeah,
to recover.
exactly.
That's the
And
issue.
also you won't see Alonso uh, be that much dominating in the left hand side when it comes to playing with the ball. Yes, he'll be there definitely, but the defensive duties increases when it comes to Alonso, right? So this will he'll have to play the wing back role. But yeah, when you put a Cho in here, that makes a bit
I
more
think
of a
if we
hybrid
put a
formation.
Cho on the left side, I don't think Pulisic will be playing. I think it might be Havertz along with Lukaku up front.
Yeah,
But it will probably be Pulisic if it's Alonso as the wing back. I just get the feeling
yeah.
because Alonso will not then Pulisic will be the widest winger, and
But
Alonso.
again, the whole conversation changes if the likes of Mount is fit. Then the whole thing changes, right? You'll straight away have Mount here ahead of
Yeah,
Pulisic.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably. You'll probably have Mount as opposed to Pulisic. Jazabi is saying five defenders. Why? Yeah, I have the same. I mean, to be honest, I would not be playing five defenders. I would rather have another attacking player. Really take the game to Al Hilal. Like, what are we trying to say to Al Hilal by playing five defenders? I just think
yeah,
that that's not the best way to go about it. And I think Declan in Ireland said something really interesting as well. With extra defender, that won't get enough bodies in the box. That's the other issue. We won't have. It's not like we have Reece James and Chilwell that we're going to get bodies into the box. So that's another issue as well. So for me, I would go back to the back four, Ishan, if you want to go back to the back four. And
yeah,
that would be the lineup, ladies and gentlemen. As much as we don't want Lukaku, it is what it is. We're probably going to have Lukaku, Silva, Rudiger, Aspilicueta, and Alonso to basically wrap up the back four. You've got Kepa as the goalkeeper. You've got Kante and Kovacic, who'd be more of a, I suppose, rotating lone DM, and whoever is in the lone DM will act as a box to box. Then you've got Havertz as the number 10. You got Ziyech on the right. You got Pulisic on the left, and you got Lukaku up front. That's probably the lineup we would go with against Al Hilal, and hopefully we win. I mean, live chat. Let us know your prediction. What you're thinking against Al Hilal, knowing that they're not some sort of a Mickey Mouse team. Give us your prediction, live chat for the match. Ishan, what's your thoughts? We've now watched this Chelsea team for a little while. You've now recently watched against Plymouth.
yeah.
Are you moving into this match thinking 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 or something like that, or more reserved?
No, man, I'm reserved. To be very honest, I, I don't have that much confidence after the Plymouth game. Because we went with all out strong team against Plymouth.
Mm,
I expected at least initially when we had a match preview, we were saying 4-0, and that too in our preview it wasn't the strongest squad.
yeah.
And come match day we came up with the strongest squad, but still ended up just sneaking away with a victory, 2-1 victory, and that shattered my confidence. Also, after looking at Al Hilal's team, there were some good bowlers there. There are some good bowlers actually, and who can actually trouble us. So I'm not that much confident, but I think so, and I hope, I pray we should win. But yeah, if you'd ask my match prediction again, I said I said 2-1 yesterday on another show, and I'll go stay with
Surely,
2-1.
Ishan, we're not taking this to extra time and penalties. Please. We're not
Exactly.
doing
Yes,
that, are we?
2-1 until 90 minutes. Yeah.
2 1 90 minutes for Ishan. I'm going hopefully with a 2-0 victory. Hopefully we can keep Al-Hilal scoreless. They do have Matas Pereira and Marega and Ogalo. Like, they can do damage, guys. They really can. But I'm hoping we can get a 1-0, 2-0 win. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this preview. We've talked a lot about Romelu Lukaku. We've talked a lot about the lineups: Mason Mount, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Hakim Ziyech, Pulisic. We had plenty of good conversations. Kai Havertz as well. Tomorrow's schedule, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going to the match with Jonathan together, and we will be doing the match vlog. Obviously, Ishan will be doing the watch along, and I'll be there joining in as a guest pre-match and also halftime and post-match as well. Hopefully, we win the game, so we're all happy and move into the final. And then after the match, we'll do a pre-recording for the review, and I'll upload that once the live watch along is finished. So do look out for all of those content coming out tomorrow. It's going to be blockbuster. Make sure you're here, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel. Tomorrow is going to be, Ishan, tomorrow it'll be a different experience. The man will be in the stadium.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This man, he worked so hard for this channel, and tomorrow, whatever it is, this match, he's gonna telecast it. He's gonna be there at the stadium watching Chelsea Football Club play the semi-finals against Al Hilal. Do join us. I'll be the host, and we'll have a blast at the watch along. Miz and Jonathan will join us from live from the stadium, and we'll have good interaction, and we'll know how they're liking the game, what are their thoughts on the game. So it'll be very much interesting. Do join us, and do give us the support.
Brilliant. All right, Ishan, I'll let you sign things off. Hopefully all you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. Until next time, see ya.